Do you need cash in your business without pledging collateral? If so, in this video I want to talk about personal loan stacking. That might be the fastest way for you to raise $50,000 to $250,000 or even more. Let's break down how it works. So here's the idea of personal loan stacking, or sometimes called syndicated loan stacking. Basically, instead of relying on like a single loan, you're going to bundle multiple loans together, so multiple personal loans together. This gives you quick cash for your business. So whereas in a previous video you might have looked at, we talked about credit card stacking. Yes, you can get some cash from that, but mostly you're just using the credit cards. But again, some will do like cash withdrawals, cash advances. Personal loans, that's cash, right? So this is really, really good for like a person looking at a franchise because they're looking for liquidity. So credit cards don't count for that. They're looking for like, do you have actually liquid cash? So personal loan stacking might be a really good option if you're looking like franchises, if you're a real estate investor, or if you just want like actual cash on hand in the bank for your business to help you start it and or grow it. So to qualify for these, typically most of the lenders are going to look for a 650 or above FICO score. Sometimes you can get it with less than that. It just kind of depends. Proof of at least a minimum of $50,000 annual income. And you got to have that. You got to be able to show it with a W-2 or a 1099. You also have to have filed your taxes for the last couple of years. So this is great for entrepreneurs, or if you're basically working on that side hustle business for now. You're still working like corporate somehow. This is good that you've got that steady income coming in. This gives you predictability of things like interest rate, your monthly payment, etc. Whereas like a credit card, it might come with 0% introductory interest rate for 12 to 18 months, but then after that you're paying 20, 30%, whatever. Personal loan, here's your interest rate, here's a monthly payment, you know what it is, it's fixed. You can decide based on what you have income wise, like how much do you actually want to borrow. So just to give a quick example, like maybe an example scenario here of someone that might use it. Let's say you are a consultant, so maybe you're doing some 1099 work or something like that, or you just got your own consulting business, but all of a sudden you get a contract with like Google, right? So you need more people to help you, but you don't have enough cash yet because Google's doing like a net 90, which for those that don't know, that just means that they're going to pay you 90 days from now, right? So they basically had 90 days to pay you once you submit an invoice to them. And a lot of big companies do it that way. And companies in general might do a net 30, net 60. So basically, again, 30 days, 60 days before they actually pay you. But people want to get paid, right? So if you're going to hire a small team, you need cash. So this is where this particular consultant might use personal loan stacking to go ahead and secure like 150 grand. That gives them enough money to pay their team in the short term, as well as it allows them to do more marketing. And then that allows them to grow their revenue, which then opens up more doors for future financing, more traditional financing that's based on your revenue in your business. So you might be saying like, all right, cool, this is awesome, sounds great. What do I do? Like, how do I do this stuff? So in the link below, or in the description below, there's a link to take a quick survey. It takes you like 2 minutes. There's like 9 or 10 questions of the survey. Just ask you basic information about your business, whether it's a brand new business or you've been in business a while. All that's totally cool. The questions are just to give insight into our funding specialist, so they can determine like what all you might qualify for, because personal loan stacking might not be the only thing that you could potentially get based on the type of business and based on how new you are in your business. So click the link below, fill out the quick survey. As soon as you submit that survey, it'll open up a calendar. You can book a free call with our funding specialist. What they're going to do on that call, they're going to use the information, like I said. They're going to take that. They're going to see what all you might qualify for. They'll talk about those options on the call. There's no cost to you whatsoever to find out your options. And then from there, if you decide to move forward on anything, they'll let you know how the process works, what paperwork's needed. For example, like, hey, we need a copy of your last couple of pay stubs, or if you're focused on, like if you've got a business already and you're just doing this, they may ask for revenue because they might be able to get you more money, things like that. In addition to that, in most cases, when you actually get funding, the actual fee is paid by our lending partners. So in most cases for funding, there's actually zero cost to you whatsoever. And you get all the, you get the funding, and then we get a commission on the back end. There are a few funding options, not usually the personal loan stacking, but a few other options where there might be percentage fee to you that you would have to pay based on the dollar amount you get. But the funding specialist will talk you through those options. If there's anything that, if you do get the funding, if there's like a fee or something like that, they'll tell you up front before you even move forward on applying for funding, et cetera. We're very transparent. We help companies get more money. So we don't have a shortage of companies that need more money. So that's why there's no pressure. It's just information for you. You can then decide if anything makes sense for your business. That's okay if it's not a fit right now. Totally cool. At least you know some of the options out there. You can always come back in the future if it's not a fit right now for what you're trying to do and say, hey, can you tell me my options now, 6 months from now? And then from there, if you decide to move forward at that point, you can move forward, right? But it starts with you clicking the link below in the description, take the quick survey, book a free call, learn what options are out there, and then you can make a decision from there on what's right for your business.